and I'm excited to be sharing with us today. I want this to be quite interactive, so I'm going to ask us things. It will help me because I don't want to preach. I don't just want to preach at us. I want it to be that what I'm sharing has some practical value. So I've ensured that today what I'm going to share is not going to be that. I'm not going to use slides. I'm not going to be too technical, but I'm going to try to make this something that we can do, because basically the bottom line is the training is how we can earn daily. So let me start from here. How many of us in our Green Monday business, how many of us earn every month? Just say, I earn monthly. Just put that in the chat. I earn monthly, I earn monthly, I earn monthly. Just let me know quickly. I earn monthly. You don't have to put how much you earn. If you want to put how much you earn, at least the last month, because I expect that it's increasing month to month. So just okay, I earn monthly. Dr. Fumi says I earn monthly. Ms. Diana said I earn monthly. Awesome, great. More and more people. I earn monthly. Yes, I earn monthly. I earn monthly. Cyril Esedo, Bumi Omojokun, I earn monthly. Awesome. Every one of us, let's be in the class, join in in our interaction. If you earn weekly, if you earn weekly in our business, okay, Grace Elisha say I earn monthly. Awesome, lovely to know that. If you earn weekly, say I earn weekly. Just share that, say I earn weekly, just quickly write that, I earn weekly. Awesome, I earn weekly. If you do not earn weekly, say I don't earn weekly, that's fine. Okay, one says sometimes I earn weekly. Okay, Felicia Busola says I earn weekly. Onye Menike says I earn monthly. If you earn weekly, say I earn weekly. If you don't earn weekly, say I don't earn weekly. Or like Cyril Esedo said, sometimes I earn weekly. So let's say some weeks you earn, some weeks you do not earn. Great. Okay. Mr. Elisha says not always. If you do not earn, if you have not earned weekly at all and you're in this room, please let me know. I would love to ensure that, like I said, everyone will live here with very simple things, very simple. Although my weekly earning, no, we're not talking about the size of the earning, just that you earn. That's the most important thing. So long as you earn, that's all. I'm not really bothered about how much is irrelevant, really. Okay, so I don't earn weekly. Great, at least you have one person that's telling me privately that she does not earn weekly. Even though I prefer that it's in general group, that's fine. It's okay. I don't earn weekly. Cordelia Walaka. Okay, that's great. How do I earn monthly? This last week I earned for the first time weekly. Oh, how do I get to earn monthly? Fumi Salau. Are you saying you have not earned at all? This is your first time you are earning in the business at all? Before we answer, as it is not time yet for how do I earn weekly, I mean monthly. I would love to know from you, Fumi Salau. Been a long time. Great to see you here. Okay, so okay, this Monday you earned, but have you earned at all before? If you earned, this is August. If you earn in July at all, that means at least you have earned in a month. Or if you've not earned at all and you've not earned, that's fine. If you earn daily, say I earn, share that I earn daily. You can share that. Or you can say sometimes I earn, sometimes I do not earn, or I have never earned daily, or I don't earn daily. So let me know if you earn daily, say I earn daily. I earn daily, or I do not earn daily, or sometimes I earn daily, sometimes I do not earn. Okay. All right. Please let me know. I earn daily most days. Okay. I earn daily most days. Okay, it seems it's reducing from sometimes I earn daily. Okay, I earn daily. Okay. Sometimes some of us might not even know that we earn daily if we don't check. You might need to check. Sometimes I earn daily. Okay, awesome. All right. The whole idea of this training is not first. That's why I mean I earn daily. Okay, declare. Awesome. The thing about the training, and I'm talking about what I'm talking about is not our physical earning. No. I'm not talking about when you sell. Everything I'm talking about. Maybe I should have made that very clear from the start. Everything I'm talking about is what you earn on the back end, what you earn because of your business. Okay, what you earn on through your website. I can go to your website and say, oh, I earned today, or I didn't earn, I earned this month, and all of that. I'm not talking about when you sell your products physically. Okay, because I'm sure if you know me a bit, you know that by now that I am a very strong and passionate advocate for earning by a system, for creating a system of earning, because the difference between what we are doing here, network marketing and retail, is that if I am retailing for a company, let's say LG, for example, I'm selling their television, I'm selling their electronics all around. I'm making a killing, I'm making a lot of money. They are rewarding me as the biggest sales representative. I win the award year and year to year to year to year. The day or the year or the period when I stop, my earnings stop, right? My earnings stop. So but the reason why network marketing is such a beautiful system for me, and I'm sure for every one of us, is that we can create a system that whether we show up or not physically, we still earn. And it can ultimately get to the point where whether we're there or not, we're still earning. So I'm not talking about what we sell, I mean our retail every day. So, all right, I'm not getting more people talking. That's fine. You can see that how many of us earn monthly, the number was high. How many of us earn weekly, it came down. How many of us earn daily, down. How many of us here, if you are in this room, right? If you are in this room and you have never earned at all, you can just share, just say, I have never earned at all. Never earned, not earned at all, never earned at all. Please share. Please be open. Please, you can share that we are a family, so there's nothing. It's not like there's any wonderful thing. I earn weekly, sometimes daily. Okay, please let me know if you have not earned. Oh, great! Love to hear that from someone. Oyeleke or Laduni say I have not earned at all. That's fine. Great that we know you're here. So I know my job is cut out to ensure that you start earning within the next 24 hours. Okay? And Niton Okonji, I have not earned. Okay, awesome. Now, I'm going to start from this. Whatever is not, Muhammad Ali puts it this way. He said, your hands will not hit what your eyes cannot see. So, it is not a matter of you being a superstar. You don't need to be a superstar presenter, a superstar distributor for you to earn. Anybody can earn, whether you even have the right understanding of our system yet or not. You can earn. It doesn't stop you. Like, even before you understand the way our business works, to optimize it, to understand passive, you can earn. Why is earning important? It's important if you make it a goal. The reason why you are here, apart from personal development, and all, I mean, if we are having a personal development, there's a lot of training, we will just be having a nice time. If there is no money, we will not be here in 6 months' time. As much as you enjoy the personal development, you enjoy the family, you enjoy the warmth, you enjoy the help, as Platinum and VIP, earn daily, but very small from Global Share. Okay, that I can explain a bit about that. So if there is no earning, no matter how beautiful our system is, what might keep you here if you are still here after 6 months is because what you are learning here, maybe you are applying it somewhere else where you are earning from. Because ultimately, your dreams, our dreams, right? The things we dream of for our lives, the things that we want to tend towards, the things that we want to manifest in our lives, the way we want our families to grow, the way we want to take care of our kids, the way we want to take care of those that are important to us, the kind of outlook we want people to have of us, it is denied expression. Our dreams and our desires, they are denied expression if there is no money. So no matter how powerful personal development is, if it does not translate into money, it will be frustrating for a lot of people. That's why they said vision, anointing. They say it about pastors, people that have church. They say anointing without finance is annoyance. Why? Because you are saying that I'm anointed to do amazing stuff. When I preach, people's life change. I can do healing. I can do all these wonderful things. Now, that is wonderful, right? If there is no way to create a platform for people to show up so that you can be of benefit to their life, then that thing will turn to annoyance, because you are like, I'm so gifted, I have all this around me, but it's not producing any results. Ladies and gentlemen, all of our training is meant to produce results. Let me ask very, like I said, it's going to be very interactive. So, simple story. We have person A. Person A joined network marketing. They have done, in the last 6 months, they have done like 50 hours of training on network marketing. Okay, they are excellent, they are phenomenal at what they're doing. 50 hours of training, right, on network marketing. That's person A. They've not earned as much yet, but when you hear them talk, they are phenomenal. In short, CM, they are talking like CM, they are talking like Dr. Fumi, they can train and all of that. We are like, wow. You have person A. Then person B, because both of them are invited for a conference, they introduce person A to you. He's phenomenal, amazing trainer, well-educated in this industry, awesome. This person can take you from destination A to destination B. You will grow because you will learn a lot. I mean, she has read 50 books. She has attended 50 hours of training this year alone. Even during the lockdown, he was training and getting trained. You hear that, everybody's like, wow, you are clapping. You're excited. Then you have person B. Like person B, we appreciate her. She's someone that is really fast in this business. The last 6 months, she has made 3 million naira every month. She's growing in her knowledge. She can show us how to make money. While person A will teach us all the technicalities about the business. But the thing about it is that you cannot go for the 2 classes. You have to pick one of the classes, either the class of A or the class of B, because we have just 1 hour. So we have to split into 2. So everybody needs to choose. Ladies and gentlemen, who are you going to choose as your teacher? Person A, who is well educated, who can train, who can do all of those things, or person B, who is earning 3 million naira every month, but they know a little. At least they can show you some things about any. The person A will teach you everything about the business. Who are you going to show up? Which person's class will you show up? You can only choose one class for 1 hour. You are in that hall. You are like, there's like 100 of, or there's like say 42 of us right now in the room. And we're like, pick your class. I can see lovely, amazing people that have been in training for 3 months in this business, picking B. Why? Because why you enjoy training, why you enjoy everything about A, the fact that, wow, they are really knowledgeable. What is going to move you is the fact that somebody produces results. So every time that's the reason why people that are successful financially, we respect them. Of course, we respect the person that is a medical doctor, a highly trained lawyer, we respect those kind of people. But the people that have results, that are rich, that are wealthy, whether they are fish farmers, whether they sell water, whether they are, whatever they do, we respect. There's a natural respect. Even if you do not, some people are like, anybody that is rich has done blood money or has done something. That's the mentality of a lot of people. Even when you feel that way, when you see them, there's just this respect you have for them. There's just this regard you have for them. Why? Because you know that it is not evenly spread everywhere. You don't just walk into any streets anywhere and you see people that are successful financially. We understand that it takes some level of discipline to be financially successful. Ladies and gentlemen, your results are what is going to pull people in, right? The results you show them, the benefits that people get is what will pull people in. Now, the knowledge and the training is what helps you access new levels of results and then helps you sustain that result. Because I know people also who made money in network marketing and lost all the money. I know people who made $1 million, not naira, $1 million within 12 months, and they were still broke a couple of months later. Why? Because they didn't have the training. So there's a training part of it. All of that is good. But ladies and gentlemen, all of us are looking at, who can help us move from point A to point B? Who can help us move from where we are to where we are financially successful? The first thing, like I started with, is Muhammad Ali said, is if your hand will not hit, of course, he was talking about boxing, but it applies to life, that your hand will not hit what your eyes have not seen. We have been taught here that there are two kinds of creation. There is the mental creation. Everything you see on earth is created twice. I'm using my laptop right now. I have a phone here. This phone was not manufactured once. It was manufactured twice. It was first designed in the mind of the person that conceptualized it, and then he explained and shared his idea with other people. All of them that are in engineering team, they came to an understanding of the design of the phone. They're like, wow, people will love that phone. And then guess what? There was now the actual physical creation. Every house is created twice. First, the design is in the mind of the person that wants to build the house, or the architect, and then the civil engineer or the construction engineer makes it happen practically. The first step to earning, before we say daily, weekly, or whatever, the first step to earning is that it is a goal. I want to write it down. I mean, have something, have the note. I have mine here. Okay, just write it down. So just say, my earning goal. What is your earning target? I encourage every one of my team members, unless they are my downlines are disobeying, they know. I tell them, what is your target? Every one of my leaders, at least I know, has a financial target for December 31st, 2020. It must be clear as a goal. Okay, this is very important. Now, how do you clarify that? When you're starting the year, what were your goals? Many of us jumped and we're receiving prophecies and nice stuff. But if you don't have a clear picture, it's clear, it must be there. I have for me, I shared my phone screen with my top leaders, and I said, what was my vision board is on my phone screen. And on my vision board, there is the amount I want to earn in a month by December 31st that I'll see from my Green Monday business. I'm not talking about generally, from my Green Monday business. That is the first step, because goals generate corresponding action. If my goal is to be rich, if that goal, and that dream fills my mind, if it captures my mind, the next thing I'm going to be thinking about is, what am I going to do to be rich? Because the first thing is, I want to be rich, or I want to be successful, or I want to be a super musician, or I want to be the top talent, the top actor in Nigeria. That is the goal. When you say that, the next thing is, do I need to go to an acting school? Do I need to go on audition? Do I need to know people? What do you need to do next? Goals generate corresponding action. So when you are setting out on actions without having clear goals, many times you do not achieve the goals, then your action becomes, it's just activity. There's a difference between activity and productivity. Okay? Productivity has a target. Productivity has an end. Productivity has where you are tending to. Activity is just, people are doing so well. Everybody's like, wow, that lady is hardworking. I don't want to be known as hardworking. I want to be known as productive. Okay? That people look at me and say, man, I love Yoma's drive. I love all of that. I love the way he's hardworking because he's productive. Not I love the way he's hardworking because he's just walking about every day, just going around and going around and going around and going around. And going. So clearly, so write it right there in your notes. Get a note and say, by December 31st, I want to have earned in a month. Or you can say cumulatively from today to December 31st, you can say all together what I would have earned is 50 million naira, 20 million naira, 10 million naira, whatever it is, write it down. It can be in naira, it can be in dollars, it can be in pounds, whatever currency you want, write it down. Clear. Your hand will not touch what your eyes have not seen. So you want to make use of your eyes. And your eyes are the eyes of your mind, not just your physical eyes. They're the eyes of your mind. So exercise it. If you do not use it constantly, if you are not always painting pictures of the future. Remember, I talked 2 days ago about how when you wake up every day, the first thing you want to do after maybe you pray, you read your spiritual book, whatever it is that you read that you want. When you do that, the next thing is to fill your mind with pictures of your preferred future. Because every day you are stepping out, there is all sorts of pictures. There is Nigeria this. Social media is filled with all sorts of videos. Social media, you are laughing at all the comedians, and meanwhile you have where you are going. See, people that know me, I'm very active on Twitter. As in, I'm on Twitter, I'm talking leadership, politics, and the rest. In the last 2 months, my entire tweet is like 10. in the last 2 months. I have hardly been there. Okay. So, and I just came to just say, you know what? You might relax. What do you want to? Is this helping you achieve it? If you draw back from this, are you going to focus more on what is your clear goal and your vision? Because when you have a clear goal and you are working towards it, after some time you review your steps and you realize that the way I'm going, this 10 million naira I want to earn in a month, or this 5 million naira I want to earn in a month, or this 1 million naira I want to earn in the month of December, I will not earn it if I keep doing what I'm doing. So you review and then you take steps towards it. So the first thing, ladies and gentlemen, is that you must have a target, a clear goal. Write it down. I've said all of this to give us enough time to think about it. Okay? I mean, you want to write something that is away from you. What do I mean away from you? Let's say you have earned naturally in any other business you are doing, anything you are doing, you have earned, let's say, 1 million naira in a month. You don't want to put 1 million naira by December. Let's say it could be at like 7 million naira or 10 million naira, right? So, but I'm not, at the same time, you don't want to wake up and say, okay, I'm earning 1 million naira today. Let me just put 200 million naira or 100 million naira. I'm not saying wishful thinking. Okay, you are making a quantum leap, but you are not just, you are not writing stuff that is just exciting you, but something that you're going to work towards, you're going to plan towards. Now, when you have that clear, you want to begin to think about it. What will it take for me to? So if you are free, I would like us to share with me how much will you want to earn. If you say by December, in the month of December, this is how much I will earn. Because see, if in January, and you're in this business, you're in this business, let's say you were earning 20,000 naira in a month by January, and you are working on your business. By December, you should be doing, let's say, 2 million naira or 3 million naira in a month. That is if it's very low. If not, it should go higher than that. So I'm just giving us a picture to say, okay, today you are looking at what you are earning. So I want us to share with me. So by December 31st, 2020, how much would you have earned? Because I love the beauty of our business is that you are paid at the end of the month, and most times it shows first day of the month. So by January 1st, 2021, when a lot of people are going to say, oh, Happy New Year, our Happy New Year is going to be a serious party. I don't know about you. I'm just picturing it. I've been painting this picture to all my people to say December 31st, December 31st. Why? Because I'm going to be having a huge ball, because it's not just going to be January 1st, 2021, New Year Day party. It's going to be like, man, you are going to be having all sorts of crazy alerts. People are going to be posting alert and say, hey, see what is going on, see what is going on. Lovely. So I have someone says that by December 31st, 2020, won 10 million naira a month. That is beautiful. See, ladies and gentlemen, as I'm talking to you right now, if what you earn in a month is 50,000 naira today, because of the understanding of network marketing, you can do 10 million naira in December. It's just for you to sit down and say, okay, what do I need to do? What do I need to do now? How can I leverage? That is the word, okay? How can I leverage? By myself, I'm earning 50,000, or I'm doing 100,000 right now, or I'm doing 200,000, or I'm doing 300,000, whatever the numbers, because people are doing that and they are doing more than that monthly. You can say, so 10 million. So how much do you want to earn by December 31st? You say, okay, good income, wasn't a bad year, I earned 200,000 at some time this year. In 2020, I earned 20,000. At some time this year, in 2020, I earned 120,000. But this is December and I'm making 10 million. Ladies and gentlemen, it must be clear. You must begin to look at it. You must write it somewhere where you are seeing it. Okay? Clear. Okay, I'm seeing that a lot of people are, I used to do trainings back on financial intelligence, and I would tell people to write 1 million naira. Or like my 1 million naira. Some people have never written it 1 million naira down with the mindset that it's their own. They can read about it, they can understand it, but people felt like it was, what are you saying? It's not just to write 1 million naira. I said, no, my own, that this is my money. This is the money I'm looking at. Ladies and gentlemen, this will break a lot of strongholds, okay, in our mind. And the first thing you write it down, for example, the only person that has said anything is Felicia Olubusola. So 10 million naira, and then you write it down. You can put it in a cardboard paper. There's a training on vision board. Maybe I'll run that training sometime on how to create vision boards. So you write it and you put it like Green Monday. Maybe if you can get the logo of Green Monday, you write it there, or your picture when you were celebrated as 1 star or 2 star, you write it and say, and put it there, 1 million naira by December 31st, 10 million naira by December 31st, 1 million naira, whatever it is, and you sit down and you are like, wow, on January 1st, 2021, this is the amount that is coming to my account. Ladies and gentlemen, that is a party to plan towards. We have just about 4 months. Have that as a clear goal. When you have it clear, you can now say, okay, fine. This is what I want as my goal and come back to today. Okay? The next thing is, excuse me. So the next thing is, okay, great. Seems a lot more people are thinking about it. That you want to take time to think about it, fine. Think about it and say, okay, this is what I'm going to earn. This is what I'm going to earn. If you've never thought about money like this before, welcome. I don't know what you have been doing. You need to think, you will think about it. You need to encompass your mind with it, okay? It needs to be, business is all about numbers. Great, I'm seeing a lot of people are being inspired by 10 million, okay? Whatever it is, whether it's 10 million, whether it's 1 million, whether it's 5 million, and you want to think about it because, there are many ways to think about it. 1, what is it going to do for me? 2, what are my goals? If one of your goals is that for the first time in my life, I'm going to pay my rent and my children's school fees and all of that without stress, that is a beautiful goal that you can say in the last 12 years of my life, I have never paid rent without stretching. That I had to take loan, I had to borrow, I had to do all of this and then pay. And I'm like, thank God I just managed to meet it. No, that for the first time you say, you know what? I'm going to earn 2 million naira by December 10th. Why? Because it means that I have money enough to pay for my rent. Number 2, I can pay for my 3 children in their schools. I pay their school fees ahead. I have all of that done. And I still have enough money to celebrate the new year, to celebrate with my family, to do all of that. Ladies and gentlemen, that is beautiful. That is a goal. So the next thing I'm saying, number 2, you want to tie that and some of us might rethink what it is that we're looking at as a goal. So you want to tie that to a goal, to a personal goal or a dream you have. Okay? Your life is not ending by December 31st. So that's not your whole goal for your life. But we're saying that a short-term target. So what's your target? What does that 10 million naira or 1 million naira mean for you? Is it 1 million naira saying that for the first time in my life, I have earned 1 million naira profit from business? Okay? So this is the foundation upon which I'm going to build to financial freedom. Or you can say 10 million naira, when I earn 10 million naira, I'm tying it to the fact that I have 3 children in school, or I really don't like the school my kids are going to. I really want to change it. But the school I want to change them to is too expensive. So this 10 million naira, for example, you can say, you know what? Finally, I can move my kids to the school I want them to move to, and then we can move from the house, from where we are living, to the neighborhood we want, to the kind of house we want. I can tie it to that. I love stuff like that. You know why? It's beautiful. I was telling someone that I love the fact that when you become 2-star, there's a gift attached to it. When you become 3-star, the company also has a 32-inch television, that's given to you. When you become 4-star, you have a 52-inch smart TV. Smart TV means that the TV is like your phone. You can use it with the internet. You can watch on Netflix. You can browse on it. You can do it. Smart TV. I love that. I say you can use that to plan your life. You can say, I've got a 32-inch TV. That's for the master bedroom. I get to star 4. I get the 52-inch TV. That's for my living room. I get to star 5. I get all expense paid trip to 2 people. It could be me and my wife, or it could be, I want to give it out to my parents to say I love my parents. I love what they have done for me. I appreciate them. Or you can say it's you for the first time. I love the fact, I want to appreciate the fact that my husband allowed me to do this business. So I am going to tie it to something. Okay? That's what I do. I do it. I've already planned all my gifts. I have them planned out already. So same with your earnings, you have it because it's like budgeting. I tell people that budgeting is a proactive tool that before money comes, you plan for it. Because if you don't plan for it, when money comes, it's money that will tell you how you spend it. Anyway, that's financial intelligence. But to say that this is a clear goal. Now, 10 million naira, 5 million naira, 1 million naira, whatever it is, tie to something. What is it going to mean for you in practical terms? What is it going to mean for you? Is it that I'm going to say for the first time I earn 1 million naira, I can take 40% of it and put it into the money market where I am saving and at least making some interest for me. For the first time, I have quality saving. I've never saved in my life before. I've been able to save. Ladies and gentlemen, tie it to it. I'm sure that some of us were wondering, why is Yoma saying all of these things? He's just focusing on all of this interesting stuff. Meanwhile, he told us that how can we earn daily? Yes, this is the first step. Because your hands will not touch what your eyes cannot see. So you need to paint a solid picture. There are many of us, there are songs we know today. If I ask you what song, you say, I love this song is raining, oh, that song is raining, oh, okay, many of us we never sat down to learn the song like, okay, we are learning the lyrics. What happened is that we played it over and over and over and over. It was played everywhere. We're hearing it. It's played so much around us that without us knowing, subconsciously, our subconscious has been filled with that music, with the lyrics, with the beauty of the song. We are singing it and we say we love it. In the same way, you need to fill your mind with your personal financial goals and targets. You need to fill your vision, it needs to be clear. And it's not just saying you are thinking about money. No, you are thinking about what it will do, because money is a tool, okay? Money is a tool. And money, I mean, you send money on errand. That's the reason why you plan for it. So for some of us, it might be that, I'm going to make 5 million because I'm going to I can now finally put money into that business I've always wanted to, or I can now set up this for my daughter, or I can do this for my son, or I can do this for my brother, or I can do this for this, or I can finally be of help. This Christmas, it means that I can really help people. I always love when people are giving out food stuff, they are giving out clothes, they are giving out all of this during the festive season. I can't do all of that. Ladies and gentlemen, this is very important. All of this I'm talking about. You tie that money to something. Okay? Once you have done that, so the first step, like I said, you clarify what it is that you want to earn. Okay? Then you tie it to something that's important to you. Okay? And then you come back to there and you say, okay, now I have this destination. I need a vehicle. I need a plan. I need something that will take me from where I am to where I need to be. Okay? I need something that will carry me from where I am. So where am I today? Where are you today? You want to write down what you are earning presently. Okay? You want to write it down. This is what I earned. This is what I earned in August. This is what I earned in July. I hope you track it. For me, sometime in the year, or I think when I became to Starward, I sat down and I said, you know what? Let me calculate how much every dime I have earned, not retail, from the business, because you can check it from your website. So I checked it from day one till that day. I was like, wow, this is not bad. This is not bad at all. You know, I know that between then and now, I may have even doubled it or tripled it. That's the beautiful thing about our business. As you are growing higher, money is, your earnings, they go. That's why I said it's possible for you to be earning 150,000 naira right now per month, or 100,000 naira per month, or 50,000 naira per month now, and you can still get to 1 million or 2 million or 5 million or 10 million naira per month in December. It's totally up to you. Okay? So, so what are you earning presently? You write that down. Okay? Now, the reason why you are not earning as much as you earn is not because you don't have the capacity. You need to understand that. It's not because you are not a top leader. You need to understand that. It's not because you are not, you don't have, no. It's simply because the only reason why you're not earning what you want to earn right now is because there are two reasons. One, you are in the process. So you want to respect the process, but in respecting and understanding the process, you can fast track it. Number two, the reason why you have not earned it yet is simply because you have not made it a goal and a target. It has not consumed you. So if it has consumed you and you are not there yet, it's because you are in the process. Okay, so allow that, but understand that as we sit here today, whatever you want in this industry, it is possible. I've shared with us how a journey I took for about 2 years to get to a rank. Someone came and in 4 months, he hit that rank. I'm sure some of us have heard when we're doing our celebrations, how to become 1 star looked like. I shared with some people here how to become 1 star, I felt like, God, which day will I be 1 star? 1 star looked like the end of the world at a point. But guess what? Today, people are becoming 1 star in 2 weeks. This is something that took some people 6 months. So what it tells you, what it tells you is that once 1 or 2 people show that something is possible, other people move there faster. So are you the one that is going to move faster to what it is I'm showing you that is possible right now? Are you one that will sit up and say, you know what am I going to do? The first thing is, once you are clear about all of this and it's in your mind, is filling your mind up, the next thing, like I said, you come to today, clarify where you are, and then what do you need to do? One of these I checked is I decided to check my earnings. I earn every day. I earn every week. I earn monthly. So am I earning at the level I want? No, I want it to be go up times 100, sorry, times 10,000, because we are using naira. So I want to go up times 10,000. So what does that mean? Okay, it means that I'm going to need to do whatever it takes to get my activity to that level. Now, let me explain how this is. I understand what I want to say, but I want to ensure that everyone gets it. It's very important to me that every one of us gets this. I'm going to try to I'm rounding up in 10 minutes. Okay. So when you look at Project Fame, or Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, or Big Brother, for example, when you see those kind of events and then you see companies paying billions to advertise on those events, what do you think they are doing? Every company does what they call launching. They launch services, they launch ideas, they launch projects. They do those kind of things because what it means is that they bring a lot of activity into a short period of time. And when you do that, it triggers growth in numbers. Okay? So I'm going to talk from two ends. There is our regular activity, and then there is a triggered activity. So our regular activity is what you are doing on a daily basis. If you want to earn daily, first, sorry, I want to note down something so that I don't forget it. So our regular activity, what you want to do first in your business is you want to start your business in a way that you create a regular flow of current, or of water, or of whatever it is. You create a pipe. Yes, we are building pipes so that we can be financially free, but you build a pipe to make a pipe happen. Okay? How many people you share your opportunity with? Because on a daily basis, for example, I think this Big Brother, for example, I think there's Oppo, there is Airtel, I think there's TomTom. They are all advertising on it. Now, regularly, on a regular basis, what is regular activity? When I go out every day, I see TomTom billboards, I see TomTom cards hanging somewhere, I see TomTom signboard, I see TomTom umbrella. I just see that on a regular basis. Now, when I see it, of course, I want to get something, I get TomTom and all of that. I'm doing that regularly. That's regular activity. Now, during Big Brother, it is compressed activity because for 2 months, 3 months, there are a lot of eyes and attention on a particular product, on a particular project, right? So the TomTom has to spend a lot of money, put a lot of personnel, put a lot of strategic thinking, create adverts in that short period of time. That is triggered activity. Now, the sales they will make in that 3 months will be more than all the sales that they have made maybe for the last 1 year. So what it does is that it moves their business. Let's say their business was at this level. That triggered activity moves their business to this level and they continue. They now do another triggered activity, moves their business to this level and they continue. They do another triggered activity, moves their business to another level, they continue. They do another triggered, so that's basically what they are doing. Then when they do that triggered activity, regular activity manages the business and keeps it going at the regular steam. Triggered activity shoots it up. So what am I saying? I was sharing with, I think I also shared the experience I had where I was just by the street in my house and I was just in the car because of network actually. So I seldom park on the street instead of going into my compound where I had bad network. So I was working on my phone and a young lady walks past and comes and says, "Good afternoon, sir." Like, yes, and says, "Is it okay for me to share something with you?" I was like, "Okay, interesting." And she starts to share about the product. I was like, "Oh, wow, you mean you just you knew me from nowhere and you are sharing your," I was like, "That's really impressive for an 18-year-old. I said, "Will you mind? I would like to share some things with you. Let me just teach you some few things I know because I'm really excited that you're doing this at 18. I wish that I started that early." Okay. I said, "If you do this well for the next 5 years," because of course I got to realize that it's a network marketing business. So I told her, "I can't buy your product, I can't join your company, but I can share with you some things that you can do." Now, one of the things I shared with her was, "See, would you like to have people join your business every day?" That's one of the simplest ways to earn every day. If you want people to join your business every day, you can make it happen within the next 2 weeks, 2 to 4 weeks. If you are ready to know how, just let me know. Just say, I'm ready to know how, I'm ready to know how, I'm ready to know how. I want to comment so I know that we are all here together. If you would like to know how your business can earn, how people can join your business every day within the next 2 to 4 weeks. And I'll give practical sales. Okay. Someone says ready to roll, ready to roll. Now, great. Awesome. Oh, I'm ready. I like to know now. Awesome. Now, the simple way, I mean, I'm sure that all of us were interested when we were surprised and excited, and it was just a beautiful thing when you heard Don Fila say that every day 700 people join his business every day. Now, there's a leader, a couple I follow on social media, or basically follow their work. I don't follow them very much on social media, but I follow their work, read up on them, and they have 700 people joining their team every month. You know what that means? 700 people join their team. So you calculate, there are 30 days in a month, 700 people. And then you can calculate, man, how many people are not joining on a daily basis. You don't need to tell anybody to let you know that they are earning every day. So for people to be joining every day, they clearly are earning every day. Okay? So how do you make that happen? Now, if you are just joining the business, that is not a possibility, because, I mean, you are just joining the business. The way to do that is to create what I call a stream of people who are flowing into your opportunity, knowing about your opportunity every day. And how does it start? Simple steps. Every day you need to have like a number that you say, for example, let me I'm trying to not make this too teachy. That's why I'm hesitating to just say it the way I would normally say it. But see, let me see it, look at it this way. In the next 2 weeks, maybe you just joined the business today. You don't have anybody joining you yet, but you want someone to join in the next 2 weeks. You have 14 days. Within 14 days is a game of numbers. Let me start from there. Within 14 days, if you have up to 40 to 50 people hearing about your business in the right way, correctly, leveraging our presentations and leveraging your uplines, if you have up to 40 to 50 people hearing about it, by the 15th day, which is your 3rd week, you will start having people join your business. Before that time, you have, but I'm just saying that and how do you do that? Is that you have a stated, it's clear. It's not any, I'm trying, I will do today, I don't do tomorrow. There's a leader that used to tell us that if you work sometimes, you earn sometimes. If you work never, you earn never. If you work every day, you earn every day. And it's true. It's very simple. So every day and you can have, it's better to have a constant number, and it's 5 people every day, than to have, I can talk to 50 people today, and then before you talk to another 50 people again, is in 3 weeks' time. No, have a consistent number of people you are engaging on a daily basis. What you are doing is that you are creating inflow into your funnel. So you have a funnel, you are building. By 2 weeks, the funnel is full. Now, the rate at which people get into the funnel is not the rate at which they are coming out, right? So you might have 5 people join today, none has come out yet. The next 5 people hear your presentation rather, no one has come out. The next day, another 5 people. No one has come out. The next day, another 5 people. No one has come out. Best beauty, right? While you're doing all of that, you are doing CISO sessions. While you're doing CISO sessions, you are following people. See, this is just regular activity. This does not take more than 1-2 hours of your time every day. And ladies and gentlemen, sorry, I don't generally accept when people tell me I don't have time. You know why? Because all of us have time that we're wasting. Is the plain truth. Statistics have shown it, studies have shown it. We all have time we are wasting every day on things that are not really important. But we're human beings. It's not bad to have fun, chill, say hi, play around. But ladies and gentlemen, you can shut all of it down. I like the way a leader said, he said, you know what, talk to your husband, talk to your children, let them know that, you know, I'm getting into business, so I'm learning a few things, you know, and I may not play as much as I used to play, but it's fine. But this for a while, and then we'll build. And many times, guess what? They say when you share that with your family even buys into it, because they know that it's for their benefit that you're doing what they're doing. Okay, so let me not digress again. So you have a stated number. So let's say on Monday, 5 people you're talking to. Tuesday, 5 people. By Tuesday, if you need to follow any of the 5 people of the first day, you follow them. When you say you follow them up, don't forget them. Many of us do that. We don't make it continuous. That is the main problem, okay? So by the 3rd day, you have your own 5. By the 4th day, you have 5. I'm using 5. It can be 10. It can be 20. Now, as you keep building that, you are building momentum. I can assure you, I'm just saying 2 weeks. Before that 2 weeks, you start having signups. But don't be excited that you have signups and stop. Many of us sign up 2, 3, 4 people, and then we are so excited, and then we are focusing on them, and they are not moving as they should move, but we are putting energy on them. They are not moving as we should move. We are putting energy on them. Meanwhile, guess what? The market is out there. The world is out there. See, when you start having people sign up, is the time you should double down on getting more people to know about your business, because prospecting is the lifeblood of the business, and in follow-up, you succeed. Prospecting is the lifeblood of our business, and in follow-up, guess what? That's when you succeed financially. Okay, so you introduce them regularly. Every day you must be introducing new people into your business. So as you're introducing new people, if you say, oh, I have all the people I know, and then do it properly. Many times I've done it before. I've messed up relationships. I've talked to people that I cannot go in and easily talk to today, simply because of the way I was so like, come and join. You don't want to join, Abi? See, I'm spending all this time. Even though we're not friends, you think I'll be having, you don't need to go into all of that. You share with them using all of the things that I've taught 2, 3 days ago. Share with them his relationship, build relationship with them. If they say no, move on to the next person with so much enthusiasm, like nobody told you no, okay? If you do that consistently for 14 days, ladies and gentlemen, you start having signups every day from the 15th day. This is very simple. I'm making it simple. Like I said, I'm using 5 people per day. It can be any number. Even if you do 3, I prefer that you have 3 per day than for you to say, today I talk to 50 people, then I talk to nobody again for the next 2 weeks or the next 1 week. Or I do one today, I don't do anything tomorrow, I don't do anything next tomorrow, I do again. If you do it that way, that's the reason why you're not going to earn every day. I'm sure some of you can bear me witness that this is what you are doing, and that's the reason why you've not earned as you should earn. Okay? So you have it clear, structured. Every day, 5 people, and all of that. You keep doing it. Now, on the 15th day, what do? You continue doing what you have been doing. By the 30th day, if you do imagine that you for 30 days, that's 1 month, 4 weeks, you are talking to 5 people per day. You are exposing your opportunities to them. You are following them up. You are getting them to CISO sessions. You are getting to them to sign up. Guess what? As you are doing what you are doing, I'm basing people joining only on your activity. But guess what? Because you are doing it with enthusiasm, because you are doing it following process, learning, putting yourself through the whole grind of learning what you need to learn and all of that, they are seeing you. So what do you think they do? They go and do the same thing that you're doing. It's simple. See, this business, you don't even understand how much your downlines follow you. What you are doing, they don't even plan it. They look at you. If I realize something, when in my group, leaders that are active, their downlines are active in conversing, in communication, in engaging in the group. Leaders that are not so engaging, most of their downlines are not so engaging. Unless some of them are able to be entrepreneurs by themselves and move into. So they are watching you. When you do that thing, so imagine in 1 month, you expose your business to 100 people, minimum. 100 people. That's less than 5 people per day. 100 people. Ladies and gentlemen, doing it right, there is no way you have not generated enough stream into that funnel to keep having. And then guess what? You do not stop, you continue. This is regular activity. It is nothing special. It is nothing out of the way. It is not, does not stop you from selling your products, doing all of these things. But if you do this consistent for 30 days, by day 31, you'll be earning every day. It will be little, no problem, but you are earning every day. Now, because your people see what you are doing, you teach them. It's easy to teach what you are doing because you know all the loopholes, you know what you have, yes, consistency. Someone says consistency. Doing it consistently. Find your consistent space. See, 1 person per day is not really good, but it's better to do 1 person per day than to do 10 people on Monday and then you wait till Friday to do another 5 people. No, make it consistent if you want to earn every day. Okay, so create what you can earn every day. 5 is, I feel, is just a good number, and you can do that. Now, what of triggered activities? Now, I'm sure that some of us have heard about the 90-day plan. Maybe you have seen it with Eric Warren, or the 30-day plan, all of those things. Triggered activity is saying that while I'm doing my regular activity, I want to create massive results. Okay, I want to earn 10 million or 5 million by December. So what do I do by triggered activity? I select a time. I talk with my team members. You need, let's say, 3 to 5 people to do this. You can work with your team members to say, you know what, we are going to take the first 10 days of November or the first 10 days of October. And it's going to be like our big brother. Big brother actually is 24 hours every day. You say, fine. You talk to your family. You let them know. You say, you know what, this business I'm doing, I've been building a business. We've gotten up to a good start. I am at least getting signups every day. People are joining our business. But children, my goal is that this December or by February or by March, Daddy will take everybody in this family on a vacation to South Africa. We are all going to Mauritius, or we are all going to Dubai for the first family vacation, or I want to give us a 5-star treatment in our vacations because the other one went, yes, we enjoyed, but this time I want to give you the best. I will go shopping and all of that. But you know what you're going to do for Daddy? You are not going to disturb Daddy for the first 10 days of November. You will allow Daddy to have his time. And it's not because he's ignoring you, but it's because Daddy wants to do something very, very wrong. I mean, what people call crazy. And it's for you, right? I want you to have the best. I know it's possible for you to have the best. And so some of your kids might be like, Daddy, can we join you? What can we do? Or Mommy, can we join you? I mean, if you have couples doing this together, awesome. So what are you going to do? Within those 10 days, I'm saying 10 days, there's a 90-day plan. 10 days is not bad for a start. Or you can make it 20 days. Or you can make it 30 days. You can say, what I'm going to do is that I will go all out like I have never gone before. It's not everything. Let me tell you, many of these guys that operate behind the scenes for Project Fame or these TV shows like Big Brother, when the show is done, they go and sleep. They sleep. They have not slept in 3 months. They sleep. I have friends that work on different parts, from production side to the creative part of things. They sleep correctly. Some of them will just go on vacation and shut down their phone for 1 week. They don't mind. Guess because the money they made in 3 months, they have not made it in the last 1 year. Okay? So you go on a full blast. You say in this period, I was saying regular activity, 5 people per day. No, this time, you are emptying your cup. You are going all out. You are going through your list and you say in the next, and you ask your target to yourself is, how can I in the next 10 days have 100 people join my business by myself? Because if that happens, boom, my business goes to this level. I can spend the next 3 to 4 months training, building, and teaching them and doing all of those things. But how can I do that? So imagine that you are the upline, you get 2 or 3 of your team members, you come together and you say, you know what, let's go on our private retreat. You know what, let's go on our private drive, or let's go on our triggered activities. Let's create, we are earning 200,000 every month right now. Let's take this to 2 million naira per month. What will it need for us to take it? Let's ensure that we have 100 people join our business in a short period of time. And when that happens, it goes boom. Ladies and gentlemen, that's what a triggered activity does. See, if you are going to earn every day, you cannot do what everybody has been doing. I know I mean, I can give you a personal experience of about 3 months ago. We did a drive in our team. It was a 10-day drive. And what was it? I can share it here because we've done a bit of it. But it was just within our team. And what we did was we said, okay, our target was that I want to get 1,000 people into our team within 10 days. Did we reach the target of 1,000? No. But did it create, I was outstanding at the results it created, not because we reached the target, but because within the 1 month, about 2 weeks to 1 month after that event, the team was having signups, having all sorts of people that were understanding more what we wanted to do, and people were coming in faster, people were growing faster, people were getting signups. It picked up. And I had some of my team leaders that said, coach, you tried, you were able to go through this whole thing. Why? What were we doing? We're doing 4 presentations every day. I was doing 12 o'clock, 3 p.m., 6 p.m., 9 p.m. I'm saying this practically so that it's not like I'm hiding or keeping anything, because I want to encourage every one of us. If you want this thing to happen, you are going to need to go out of your way. There's no result you see on our company, in any company, anybody that is going to the top. There's no result you are seeing that is by mistake. Every result happened because there was effort that was put in. Guess what? There are people that woke up 2 months after that. But they woke up because they saw all of what we did. They were watching everybody. They didn't even participate. But they got to a point where they realized that, wow, I need to wake up. I need to do something. about my business. Ladies and gentlemen, nobody cares how much you know if you don't have results. So after some time, they start looking out for people that have results because people want changes in their lives. And I believe that you yourself, you want changes in your life. So how you run your business on a consistent basis, creating that funnel, it might look, you see, if you are doing 5 people per day, it looks unnatural when you're starting. But by the time you get into stride, it becomes normal. Think about when you started using the phone, right? Many of us didn't used to use, you didn't using phones now, but now we're not even thinking about it. It has become second nature. We just pick up our phone and it's normal for us to check on WhatsApp. It's normal for us to make calls. It's normal for us to do those things. It was, think about it. 20 years ago, it wasn't a part of our life. We're living our lives. Some of us didn't even have telephones. That's one, or the ones that you have to pick up. We didn't have it at home. It didn't stop our life. We were going to school, we were living life, we were getting married, we were building our careers, they were doing everything. It didn't stop. Now, when this thing came, at the first, mobile phones looked like what is all these things? But before we knew, because we had to use it, because it was necessary for the next level of our lives, guess what? Every one of us got used to it. Now, we're not even thinking about it, right? Because it's just part of our lives. It's just normal, okay? So, ladies and gentlemen, everyone that's here, that's listening to me right now, your business can move to the next level simply by you doing all of the things that I've mentioned. Okay, all of these steps that it is that I've mentioned. Okay, so can you see me? Yes, okay, you can see me. So ensure that you have both plans. Everybody, your regular activity is going to look so normal, regular to you, okay? Because you wake up every day, your 5 people, you just normally do your meditation, you check your vision board, you check about and all of those things. You look at your phone. See, if you do this right, you wake up and you see people that have reached out to you, say, yeah, want to talk to me day before yesterday. I didn't really have time then, but can you set up a meeting for me? Now, because of what you have done 1-2 weeks ago, you now have meetings scheduled every day for the next 2, 3, 4, 5 days. Okay? But if you have not done anything, like me, for example, in my team, I asked, who has guests for today? Some people cannot answer. It's not because they don't want to have guests. It's not because they don't want to earn every day, but because they've not done anything consistently for the last 3, 4, 5 days. Guess what? You can have the guests will not fall from the sky, but there are people that have guests almost every day simply because of what they are doing. Many of the people that will come and join your meetings today is not because of anything that you said today, is because of what you have done 2, 3, 4, 5 days back. Okay? So everybody, these are the steps that you all need to take if you are going to earn every day. Like the bottom line is people join your business every day, you earn every day. That's the bottom line. Now, there are technicalities to it because when you build a team, because you have a team, naturally, things are going to be happening within your team, whether you know or not. The only way you know is you go and check and you realize that, oh, I earned today. Oh, I earned today. Oh, I earned today. Or I earned this week. Or I earned, or you can have potential of now when that starts happening, like I said, it doesn't happen simply because I'm recapping. It doesn't happen simply because you wished it. It doesn't happen simply because you are a superstar professional or anything. It happens simply because you have built a system, you have done the necessary consistent, regular activities. That's just part of your business. Every day you're meeting people, creating relationships, having fun with people, not being antagonizing to anybody, not attacking anybody, or creating nice relationships. Like I said, the people that say no today will say yes tomorrow. Okay, the people that even say no today will give you referrals tomorrow. That's a beautiful thing. The people that say yes today might not even drive the business as much as people that will say yes in the next 1 month. So everybody is key. Everybody is important. You're an entrepreneur. There's nobody you write off. You don't write off anybody. You don't write off yourself. But you do the work. Just do the regular, consistent activity, and then it creates a regular flow of business into your. So imagine that you do that within 2 weeks, you start having people come in. People that come in, they see what you are doing. They ask you, what do I do? You tell them, okay, this is what you do to invite people. You don't need to even present to them. We have a system that presents to them, and our upline will help you. They are like, oh, really? I talked to someone yesterday that was so excited. I did a CISO session for one of my downlines. And the prospect was so excited because he said, sir, people like to dodge. Sir, but me that I don't talk normally. I'm like, really? See all these people, you don't talk normally, but I'm sure that this one when you are gisting with your friends here, nobody can recognize you when you are gisting with your friends, okay? Now you come to business, you are saying, so I now ask her a question. I say, anyway, you don't need to know how to talk to do this business properly. I said, but let me ask you a question. If you need to know how to talk, or you need to talk a lot because your millions are tied to your talking, will you talk? Say then, sir, I will try and I will talk. I laughed. I said, can you imagine? Right? So, same way, but I told her, I said, you don't even need to talk anyway. All you need to do, can you invite your friends? Because we have a system where in you inviting them, in you inviting them, we have a system where there's a presentation that is done for them. And after that presentation, all you need to do is to get them into another small session. And then the same way you were invited and the person invited you didn't present, and then you got into this one-on-one with me, and the person that invited you is not the one speaking. That's the same way we'll do for you. She was like, oh, really? When can I start? When can I start? I was like, I thought you didn't have money, because that's what she started with. I know that there's money to start. I don't have money. And then by the time we have that conversation, she was like, I'm ready to start now, and get things going. Why? Simply because there was presentation that, the outlook was, you get help and get help. So posted daily prospecting and follow-up is the key. I have to be consistent with it. Yes, you have to be. You have to be doing it. You have to do it, consistent activity. And I don't want us, that's the reason why I didn't want to do this training as just consistent activity. I can say that, but I didn't want to just say consistent activity. That's actually what it is. But I wanted to flesh it out and tell us in practical terms how that happened. I'm sure that I've already shared how we do our presentation. I've shared how we do invitation. I've shared how we do presentation. I've shared how we follow up after presentation. I've shared how we do season sessions. All of those are the processes, but this is how we fill up that funnel so that there is a flow of it. See, if you want to stress your upline, stress them up with them closing sales with sizzles. Stress them. There's no upline that will not be happy that you are bringing people every day that they have attended the meeting. Every day they have 5. Your upline will rearrange their calendar and create time for you, because all of us create time for things that are important to us. Okay, so I want to appreciate everyone that was able to make it here. I hope we'll be able to help us see this. Please, everything I try to do, like I said, I try to consciously reorganize this training and share it in a way that is practical, in a way that is real, in a way that is tangible, especially the way it feels for me, because that's where I see it. That's where I got to. I get to drive my business already. I'm already thinking that, okay, I think we are ripe for another drive within my team. I have to, interestingly, yesterday or the day before yesterday, there were 2 leaders. They didn't know. Separately, they buzzed me up and they were like, sir, I need to be this rank this month. I am ready to go all out. What do you want me to do? Tell me what I need to do. Whatever it takes, I am ready. I believe I can qualify for Singapore. I am ready. I believe I can become 1 star. The person that told me that they become 1 star, I said, you want to become 1 star? I said, if you had told me 2 star, my energy will come up. You say, I'm ready for 2 star. Now, what is that telling me? It's telling me that person is ready to go out. This is now not just regular activity, is what's triggered activity. So they want to go all out, they want to stretch themselves. They don't even have money. He told me that, man, sir, I'm broke, but I'm ready to go all out. I want to make this happen. I need this to happen for me, right? So ladies and gentlemen, I try to make this practical, try to make it tangible. So please, let's put it into practice. It becomes part of what it just becomes regular. It's not anything you are thinking about, when we're doing it. Every day you're just meeting people, you're just relating with people. It becomes fun, it becomes part of it. Thank you very much. I don't know if you have any question. Please, yes, thank you. Eminike Onye said always, okay, thank you. Consistency is key, yes. You need to make it a way of life, excellence. So please, how do we constantly talk to the same people or different people every day? No, you don't talk to the same people every day. Like I said, these things, don't just do activity. This is that's from homes, okay, or homes. Don't just do general activity. Make it clear. Today, I must talk to 5 new people, talk to 5 new people about my business. So or you can start from there. You can say, okay, I must talk to 5 people about my business, yes, because today I focused on people that are coming in. But generally, every day, you are meeting people, you are creating relationships. You don't need to meet someone today and say, I have something to tell you. No, you just create that relationship. Maybe you get their numbers, you get their contact, you get their social media. You are creating relationship. That relationship, in the next 1, 2, 3 or week or 4 weeks, you can now tell them about coming for an invitation. Number 2, you don't want to be going out, you don't want to be going over the same people over and over and over. Like I said, 5 people. So in those 5 people, you might need to talk to 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 people, and how you talk to them is very important. Like I said, there is invitation. Homes, I hope you are listening to me. Don't go out and tell people, you know what, I want to tell you about my Green Monday business. See, they have made a decision. As soon as you say Green Monday, I say, what is it about? You say, we have a very solid product, the network marketing. Let's see, they have made a decision on your business before they even meet, before you even say anything. So even if they come for the presentation, their mind is already ordered. That's the same reason why I tell people, don't put your business all over your social media. I know it sounds counterintuitive. They say, why? Finally, I have 200 Facebook friends. You don't want me to sell my product? No. See, social media attraction marketing. If you want them to just buy your products and all of that, you don't want them to join your business. See, if you want them to join your business, let them be curious. That's why I talked about attraction marketing. Share with them, like today, let's say as you have taught what you have taught now, you heard some things, you're like, wow. You now take some things we are saying, it's cut to life. Some of the things I'm saying was cut to life. Maybe you take one thing I said that you really like, and you go out there and maybe you can share on your Facebook. One of the biggest things I learned from, let's say, someone I really respect today about business and career is how to be consistent, how to have clear, well-defined, well-written down. And I think this is where I have been failing. I don't know if any of you who are my friends have this experience. I would like to know what you think. You can share something like that on Facebook. It doesn't say anything about your business. It doesn't say anything about nothing. You can take another point tomorrow and share. Now, when you're sharing stuff like that, that people feel like, okay, this thing is really nice, it's really interesting. But if you just go and say, we are the #1 product manufacturer of the best products in Nigeria. We are looking for partners that will take these our products all over the world. You now put your website. People like me, what I do, I will go on the website, I will check. So I will make a decision on the website. And I've not talked to you. From there, I will decide that I don't want to be part of all these things. So if there's a way I can just get the product self, I don't want to join them. But if it's out there, right, and people get to maybe somebody comments on this and says, this thing is very true, this consistency thing, it really affected me. Or maybe someone just comments like that. You're like, oh, great, awesome. Maybe the next day or the 2 days after, I can be like, I really liked your comment on my wall, Daddy. Thank you for sharing with us. Thank you for being a part of it. Thank you for doing it. So will you be interested in, or you can even just say, I would love us to connect more of relationship, or you can just say stuff like that. Person says, oh, really great. So I really like your content. Maybe that's why the person will say, I like what you are doing. Because trust me, they are seeing you. But when you now comment, you now generate that. Or you can say, chat them up and say, based on your comments, I like what you said. I mean, would you love to connect with us? We have a group where we're learning business, we are training ourselves, we're getting empowered every day. There's one way or the other we're growing, and you look like the person that is one way to invite. So there are many different ways. Like I said, I shared with leaders. Please share with you as downlines. Let me leave leaders now. Downlines, ask your leaders, help me with invitation models. Help me with invitation specimen. Help me with invitation templates that I can use to introduce the business. Okay? So Holmes, I've been able to answer your question in many, many different ways. So you don't need to just go and, different ways you invite people. Like I said yesterday in closing, so I don't take too much time. I said that effective sales begins with your ears, not with your mouth. Those that have been we have a lot of professionals here, so they can bear me witness. They have been in banking, they have been in insurance, in product sales, in retail, and all of that. You know that if you want to get the best sale, if you want to get people on your side, you want to appeal to their feelings, because sales is a transference of feelings. So if someone already feels some way about me, it's easy for me to sell whatever I'm selling to them. Okay, so you are transferring that feeling. It's not about just attacking and just say I'm going out there, this guerrilla stuff and the rest of it. So please, let's create relationship. Let's listen. What they are saying, you will know how to enter the presentation. The invitation mode. And invite, don't present. Thank you very much. Someone says I've been sleeping. Don't worry, you'll be awake. We'll just be awake doing the wrong things. So let's do this. Thank you. Let's go all out there. By the next time I'm running, our team is running presentation again. I hope to have a lot more testimonies of who are earning every day. Okay? So we had about 50 people in this session. I want to appreciate us. That was a bit of an improvement on our attendance yesterday. Everybody talk to your team members. Let everyone come in here. Let's learn. We are learning so much. Let's change our lives, because I don't honestly, I don't want to be out there and say, oh, great, I'm celebrating myself, I became Ruby. No, I want to have so many people, whether you are in my team or not my team, I can use you to celebrate, because a testimony of anybody in this company is a testimony for everybody in this company. Okay, so let's go out there and do amazing stuff, do the hard work, do amazing stuff, and let's create really phenomenal results. Thank you very much. God bless you, everybody. Let's go and make it happen. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, coach.